Hello, my loves, and welcome to the Carter Love Talk Show. It's your host, Deshae Carter. Today's episode is about survival, overcoming, and advocacy. But before we dive into the topic, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you can be notified every time we post a video here on the Carter Love Network. All right, that's a mouthful, y'all. I'm trying to organize it. That's a mouthful. Anyways, I'm grateful to have Lauren here today. She is near and dear to my heart. I've learned a lot from this woman, so I'm grateful that we all get to learn from her today. Shout out to Laura.
Hi. Thank you for having me. So happy to be here. It's like took like a whole lot of cancellations to actually get one confirmation. But we're here and I'm happy to be here. So thank you so much for
Yes,
having me.
honestly, is maybe it's more aligned. Maybe for one of the viewers, it's more aligned that you're here now. Maybe someone needed to come in, subscribe, and they need to hear your
Come
message.
on, somebody.
Somebody.
I feel like I got an echo. Hold on, let me scoot that back.
So before we dive into the interview, y'all know how we like to do it here. We want to hear what you do in the community, and then I'll tell how we met.
Okay, well, first, my name is Lauren. I'm born and raised in here in Vallejo. Been here since birth, and I'm married, and I have three wonderful daughters and a great bonus son. And I started really. I want to say like my advocacy kind of started when I was really young, before I really understood even what it was. I'm sure anybody who watches this now or later is going to know exactly who Michael Jackson is and the song Man in the Mirror. So that song came out in 1988, right before I turned 2 years old. It was one of the first songs I ever memorized word for word. And there was one part when I was little that it really stuck with me as a kid. And that was when he said, "We got kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs?" And that hit me even as a little kid. And I think that just like struck like a flame of compassion in me for others, just like to like just recognizing that there are people out there that are suffering. And then so just like throughout my life, I've try to find other ways to kind of give back. I'm not really I don't It's very hard for me to talk about giving back because I'm really big on not letting what one hand is, like what your right hand is doing, And so, but it's part of my story. And so after Richard and I and the girls were experiencing homelessness, and we were going from shelter to shelter and stuff like that, and actually having to live off of the kindness of other people. Um, Once we got on our feet, it was just something that I was just like, I just want to give back. Like I just want to love on people and give back in a way that I know is needed. And so we started off by like just slowly feeding people when we could, whether that be like dropping off groceries or like seeing, just like seeing a needed feeding, like and feeling like feeding the need. And then so it kind of grew from there. And then it went from there into a garden, into a little community garden, into a community pantry, into my business, which now funds the community pantry. And so it's just like, it's really great.
Yes, I love it. That's one thing I feel like that gravitated towards me because even like I didn't know you on that level, but even the message in your belly, the message that you serve, the way you carry yourself is giving. So even that is something that, people need. There's not a lot of honesty, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, for
It
sure.
was already like that, but I feel like because of social media, there's a lot of posing. And
Hmm.
that's something that you most certainly do not do. You show up unapologetically you, and
Yeah.
that's powerful. Even like I said, the words you speak and and you speaking from learning the lessons that you've learned, it's
Hmm.
always been so powerful and giving to me. So I love
Well, thank you for that.
that.
If
So
you
the
could help
way
one,
right, all you need is one,
it's
okay,
fine.
man. I mean, one is good.
That's right. If you just like, if your story could just help
No,
one person, that's all. It's like
that's
if my story could help one person and give them either the tools that they need to like push through or help them heal or any like then everything I have gone through is worth it because like
yeah,
one person's life was elevated through that.
yeah, but not to mention it's never just one because my
Yeah.
the stuff you've taught me, I've said here on this talk show, baby. You know, the one thing that I carry with me that I've learned from you, because I was never taught boundaries, right? So
Yeah.
through my trauma, I'm trying to heal, but I don't have any boundaries, so I'm still, hurting.
Mhm.
I'm hurting myself unintentionally, and so you said a boundary should be like a gate. We build walls, and you said it's
Yeah.
like a gate. And I'm like, well, that makes sense because the reality is we don't want to block everyone out. We don't block ourselves out. And there
Right.
are boundaries do need to happen.
Yeah, for
And
sure. I
some
mean, like,
people,
yeah.
yeah, some people should have, some people will have great access. Like Richard will have greater access to you than I will have, and that's okay. So there's a gate there. And so honestly, there's this artwork that I usually show, that I can't show right now, but it's kind of based off of that plus my forbidden fruit mindset. And so I have this big tree, a forbidden fruit tree, and I'm that tree, and then
Mhm.
there's these rows. And so some people are in this row and some people are further out. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they're it's like a cute little gate, like little picket fence.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so wild that you even brought that up because it was fun. Like today, I was actually like messing around with like words and stuff, and I created a carousel for like TikTok and Instagram, and I haven't even posted it yet. But it's actually about access, and it's
Yeah,
about creating boundaries, and that just especially people like you and I who have our own small businesses,
yeah,
we're out there in the public, we're out there, in the public eye, we're out there, on social media. And
mhm,
so like 100% of our lives cannot just be hidden, right? And
yeah,
so it's like, but just because people see certain things on social media is what we allow them to see, they have access to a certain point, but that doesn't mean they necessarily have relationship with us.
yes,
And so it's like when I started really, really kind of honing in on that, because it was messing with me like, man, so many people have access to me now. Like, so many people,
yeah,
like they know where my business is, they know this, they know, like all these things. And you know how the enemy works. And he starts like kind of trying to plant seeds of doubt in you, or he starts using other people to kind of try to like mess with you.
yeah,
And so me being the vulnerable little, sensitive person that I am, like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna shut down. And
yeah,
so, but then God was like, nah, like because like you get to choose who has access to you, first of all. And second of all, like you don't have to have relationship with everybody that you let in.
yeah,
Like they get an access to like a window, but like you don't even have to let them in the door.
yeah.
Like, so it's just
Yes.
like
No, for real. Because that's one of the lessons, like I said, between my journey, my therapist, and that like I said, that one lesson that you taught me. I've had to learn that, and it helped me though, because as a model and the type of modeling that I do, there's a lot that comes with that. There's a lot of disrespectful DMs. There's a lot of disrespectful comments. There's a lot of, well, I don't know what you expect with what you post. Reality is this is art. It doesn't mean that, but you know what I mean? But I also don't have to have those conversations because by
right.
having those conversations, I'm allowing greater access. Meanwhile, I always think about Beyonce. I'm like, Beyonce know these people comment on her like this, and she ain't in the comments like, "Oh, don't talk about me like that." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like
And
what.
the people who's working for her, they not in there like, that's disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're irrelevant. They're
Exactly.
irrelevant to your elevation. And so like they're no matter what, people are gonna talk. Like people are always gonna have an opinion. There's always gonna be a hater out there. There's
Yep.
always gonna be somebody who knew the you who you once were, and they
Mhm.
can't grasp the fact that you're not them no more. Like,
Exactly.
like
No, for real.
there's always gonna be that one of every category. And
Yes.
so
Yes.
we have
100.
to just deal with them accordingly, and it's just like
Yeah.
I'm not everybody's taste. It's okay.
Exactly. And I love it. I don't want to be everybody's taste.
Yeah. I don't want you to taste me anyway. Like,
Exactly. I'm not yours for the tasting.
I'm sorry. It's like I'm sweet. You need some more bitterness in your life.
Yeah.
I'm too salty for you. No,
Right. You can't handle all this flavor.
right. Yeah, for real. No. But anyway, so yes. So yeah. So I don't know.
Again,
I'm excited. I'm excited for 2026. The last like so many years have been crazy. I'm about to be 40 in April. And so
like
I don't
40
know.
years.
I know. It's like
Or
the
you
15th
there?
anniversary to my 25th
Because
birthday. I'm about to turn
y'all two
25
look
at the
like the
15th time.
daughters. Like,
It's like, who are you? No, I went
that's so
out the
cute.
other night and some girls were like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm about to be 40." And she was like, "Where?" And I was like, "In April." And then she was like, "You're lying." And then even Pico and then was like, "No, she's for real. Like she's about to be 40." And she was like, "I swear I thought she was like 28 or something." I was like, "I'll take that. I'll
Yeah,
take 28." I was like, my oldest daughter is about to be 20 this year, but I'll take 28.
right, right. I know. I always forget that we have like a 5 to 6 year gap.
Yeah.
Because it don't be feeling like that.
Right.
It's like
Hello.
either I'm wise or you just look youthful, or both.
Both. It's both. We're youthfully wise.
No, but I love it. So the way I met this wonderful woman, I had applied for a job on care.com that would allow me to take my son to work with me. Um, and so I just so happened to get this job at a church, and it just so happened to be her former church home. And so her babies were there, and I got very attached to her girls. And so of course, you got to meet the parents. And so that's how we met, and then just a friendship developed through there. And so we've been
Yeah.
talking for what, about
Man.
3, 4 years?
It's been like, I want to say since 2020.
Yeah, actually, because I
2021, maybe
yeah,
2020.
because I
Like,
think
I think you
Aiden.
just had the baby
Oh
or
yeah,
you
I just
were
had
just
Nala.
pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nala
Like,
just turned 6.
okay.
So
So, yeah. So it was
dang,
like
I was off
pandemic. Yeah.
off.
It was 2020. Cause I was like,
Yes.
yeah. Cause I remember she was like not even rolling over barely, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So
It might have been 2021, but I know it was like around there.
yeah, it had to have been 2021 because I was born in 2020.
There you go. Yeah, so
Yeah.
2021 for sure. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what also when they brought back going on the campus after
Mhm.
everything, and then they started doing anything outside, and then moved it
Yeah.
back. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
wow. It's already been 5 years,
Wow.
like
This is
half a
one of those
decade.
friends, you have those friends where like you don't talk for a while, but y'all tap in every now and then to say how you doing. And then you have those moments where you have like hour-long conversations and be like, okay, girl, I'll talk to you soon. And you don't talk again for another like month or so. And then it happens again. It's wonderful. I love that.
Yeah,
Just like you said, we busy. But I know you
yeah,
good and you know I'm good, and we always gonna be rocking.
for real, forever, for real. It is what it is. Love it or hate it, but you're gonna accept it. Like
Yes. So
yes,
I want you to share a little bit about that journey between survival and overcoming. Because I think that's something that some of us miss, right? Because there is survival, then you move out of that, and then you become into this overcomer. You're no longer I survived this. No, I've overcame that, and we're moving forward.
right. I think honestly, like I think, am I echoing for you?
No.
Oh, you're okay. So it's just for me. Okay, cool. All right. If it's just for me, I'm not worried about it. So I think that honestly, for everybody, it's different. Everybody's on their own path, their own journeys, and we face, you know, different yet similar things in life.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like from a very young age, I was almost faced with overcoming. You know what I mean? Like my best friend was unalived when we were 8 years old.
Mhm.
Um, like in the middle of the street here in Vallejo.
Yeah.
And so just being like that reality hit like I still remember like the moment I found out about it. Like I remember sitting on the ground at the park and like the grass on my legs, and I
Yeah.
remember like the newspaper in my hands, and like I remember the way my like throat felt, like it felt like I couldn't breathe, and so like and I was 8, you know what I'm saying? So like for a little kid, like I remember like the realization that, well, kids aren't promised life. You know what I mean? Like up until that moment, I thought like, oh, kids
Yeah.
get to live. Like we just get to live and we don't got nothing to worry about. Nothing bad happens to us. And you know what I'm saying? And then that happened, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I mean, I already went through my own little childhood traumas
Mhm.
of being touched on and stuff like that. That was a different kind of betrayal or loss, you know what I'm saying? And so, but when I was faced with that, it was like, it almost something in me almost like, it wasn't like scared. It was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
life is precious. You know what I'm saying? Life can be lost, like even kids. And so like I felt like I kind of clung to my little sister a little bit more. Like I kind of, cherished the people I had. I clung to them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like maybe it was out of fear, but it was like I loved and I just wanted to love everybody. I wanted to, like do things for people. But then like with life, like in little traumas, and stuff like that, I think it was just holding on to hope.
Hmm.
And then well, when Christ found me, he's like, I guess like he's never lost. I was the lost one. But, like that planted a seed in me that life was more than what was at like just the surface of things,
Yes.
and that everyone is created in his image and that we all have a purpose. And once
Yes.
I realized that we have a purpose and that life is going to happen, but no circumstance is going to be, it's not permanent.
Hmm.
And like putting onto my mind and holding on to the idea that like this is just temporary, no matter what it is, whether it's
Yeah.
good, bad, indifferent, sad, happy, depressive, like every single moment, like and feeling that we experience is like it's temporary.
Yeah.
And so, I like have to hold on to what I can control versus what I cannot control.
Exactly.
And so there's only like two things in life we can even control, which is really, really small, right? If you really think about it, like there's not much of anything we can control what besides our actions and our responses.
Yeah.
That's it. Like how we act on a day-to-day basis and like where we find our moral compass and like just integrity wise and being like a good person no matter who's watching and whether someone's watching or not.
Yeah.
Like you make the same decision and having integrity, and then like holding yourself accountable for those decisions that you make, and then how you respond to other people's decisions that they make.
Yes.
Like that's literally the only two
Yeah.
things that we have control over. Everything else is like, if once we realize that we don't have control over anything else, life gets a whole lot easier to go through.
Yeah.
Like in realizing that, okay, these things are what it is, and what can you do about it? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and once you go over that hill of things, it's taking the lessons learned and like applying them to the
Yes.
future, to the future circumstances that come,
Yes.
and learning from mistakes made in the past, because like circumstances are going to come back. They
Mm.
say history repeats itself,
Yep.
and it does, just in different ways. Like there's going
Yep.
to be something that comes back that is like, oh, I've been here before. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, but how did you respond last time?
Yes.
Because if you respond differently this time, you're not gonna be here again. Like the
Yes.
whole reason that it keeps coming around is because you keep making the same choice
Yep.
when it comes to you. And then the moment you make a different choice, it's going to be almost like culture shock traumatizing in a way. Like, because you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable because I'm so used to making that decision.
Yep.
But the moment that you make this decision, the trajectory of your whole life changes,
Yeah.
because now you're not going to be going in that loop anymore. Now
Mhm.
you're going to be going over here, and you're going to be blessed, first of all,
Yeah.
because like you made this decision. Like God's been like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you to do that.
Finally,
It's like,
girl.
it's like
But
our, like when we like want our kids to listen, like if I
yeah.
tell the if I tell the girl, okay, go clean your room, or can you do your chores, or whatever the case may be, and I come downstairs and the chores ain't done, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I asked you to do the chores, like, and I get frustrated over and over again. And then you ask me for something, I'm not going to give you what you asked for. I've been asking you to do the dishes for 3 days.
Yeah.
But those little times when I do be like, hey, can you go and do your chores? And then I come downstairs and all the chores are done after the first time I asked, that makes me want to do things for you.
Yeah.
Like them, you know what I mean? They're like, oh my gosh, they did it the first. I don't even have to be mean. I don't have to be
Yeah.
picky. I don't have to
Yeah.
complain. Like, just like, yes. And so next time they do want to do, I'm like, yeah, you can do that because last time. And that's just like, not like our blessings are circumstantial or works related, but just as a parent,
Yeah.
I can kind of understand that. You know what I'm saying? And so it makes me want to be obedient. It makes me want to look back at past decisions and not make the same mistakes I've made, because
Mhm.
I don't want to be faced with the same traumas I was faced with before,
Yeah.
and then I don't want to re-traumatize myself.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say too. It builds a certain level of self-trust because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I learned from that mistake. I wanted better for myself, so I made a different decision, even though when you've been in unhealthy, healthy is so uncomfortable,
Ooh.
especially because I can speak for me and you because I know our background. we've been through like trauma after trauma after trauma. You know what I mean? So
Yes, yeah.
it's like,
We're looking for the next trauma.
you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, survival mode was home. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, when things
look,
were good, it was feeling too comfortable. It's like,
you know, it's like,
hold on.
oh, I
Any
can
moment.
try,
Any moment.
right? Hold on.
He's like, this good time's about to end. Any
Right?
He's like trying to get too
it's
comfortable in happiness. Like,
right? Like,
yeah.
I remember doing that too. Even I do it sometimes still a little bit because it's an unlearning process, but still just kind of like downplaying something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's like I don't want to get too excited because
I self-sabotage.
yeah, that too.
For sure. Like, I have a really bad habit of self-sabotaging because of that. My therapist told me that. He
Yeah.
straight up was just like, Lauren, like,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
and I
for
was like,
real.
I can't help it because it's like, I have so many racing thoughts. I have anxiety. You know, these are things that I still deal with on a day-to-day basis today, you
Yeah.
know, that are things that I'm like trying to tackle head on. And man, they're hard because then I'm like being revisited by things that I wasn't ready to face before. And now I'm like, dang it. Like,
Yeah.
oh. And so, you know, and like my therapist, like, look, you don't give yourself enough credit. Like, you just don't give yourself enough credit for who you are today and what you've gone through. Like, you're always waiting for like you're not enough. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, I feel called out. He's like, good, you should feel called out. Like, he's like, as a matter of fact, I got homework for you this week.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I get that. I remember basically I was doing things to confirm the negative thoughts that I lived with, right?
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
worthy. Well, yeah, well, that's why you're choosing those men to reinforce the thought that you're not worthy of healthy love. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stuff like that. You know, even with like with driving, you know what I mean? I could have called you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's so many other people. I'm just like, oh, my partner, my partner, my partner. But like we just found out we've known each other for 6 years.
Yeah.
And we've always lived less than 10
Lesson
minutes
of,
away from
yeah,
each
for
other.
real.
Yeah. So I could have easily been like, "Hey, Lauren, like I'm really struggling. I need help learning how to drive."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. And so it was easy for me to be like, my dad, my husband, my dad, my mom, they didn't teach me. They didn't teach me. It was easy to just do that instead of,
I
you
didn't
know,
learn. Yeah. But yeah.
instead of learning how, because
Yeah.
the thing is, what's on the other side of me learning how to drive? So much. So
Independence.
many doors are open.
Yeah.
Independence. I'm not under someone else anymore. You know, it's just
Yeah.
there's so much on the other side of that that mentally and emotionally, I was like, nah, we're gonna be right here.
You still ain't doing it yet? You're not
Oh, girl,
driving
I
yet?
got my license today.
Oh, because I was gonna say, I was gonna be like, hey, I would take you like my dad took me. We can go to the fairgrounds real quick. No.
Girl, I just got my license today.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And I was literally like, yay, now I can hang out with Lauren.
Come on, let's do this. Yes, ma'am. We got things to do.
I almost called you and was like, hey, you want to do the show in person?
We could have. We so could have. We so could have.
I was like,
I come
yay.
so you want to come pick me up? I'll bring the cakes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, everybody, I do own my own CFO cake bakery and cake bar, mobile cake bar. So for all events, hit us up at Foundations of Leo. Yeah, it's perfect for baby showers, grad parties, corporate events, pop ups. You name it, we got it.
You name it.
You name it. Vanilla, strawberry.
Now we gotta
name all the cakes.
We gotta get with Pico and come up with a song.
Like that girl did with the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Foundations for Leo is good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be in the back of my tamarine.
Oh, she'll start doing, you know, because she got that pre-recorded like church stuff, and then like, yeah, she got like the church organ. Like,
you don't have to have
get it.
My goodness, we're gonna hook it up.
Oh man, makes your cheeks hurt. Man, it's
I'm gonna leave.
wild. For real. It's like I laughed so much, I think I just like lost 3 pounds laughing off them calories.
Oh, I'm gonna get my little summertime belly.
Ooh, I'm really, really thinking about doing some Sonobello type stuff or something.
Somewhat.
Sonobello or something.
What is that?
It's like the non-invasive, like non-surgical tummy tuck.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like yeah. So there's like no downtime,
Mm.
and I was like,
Big turnover.
hmm. I was like,
He
I
said,
got
I'm
some.
trying to be summertime
I got
ready.
no skin. I got no skin right here. I can get rid of.
Ooh, so I'm trying to be summertime ready.
For real.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go get away. Like, dude, I'm told Natalia because Natalia's about to go to Puerto Rico for her birthday in August. And
Ooh,
I was like, you just packed me away. I was like, I'm
right,
little. I was like, on the carry on. I was like, you don't got to tell nobody on your mom.
right. Ain't nobody gonna believe it anyway.
Julie,
Shoot.
she's taller than I'm shorter than all of them now.
Wow.
I think me and Sophia are literally head to head, but Michaela's taller
Wow.
than me. Natalia's taller than me. Mason's taller than Rich. I'm little. I was like, damn, I'm sick, super
Like,
little now. I weigh like
but I
145
still
pounds.
will.
Yeah, I still uppercut you. So I still got that.
Oh, we know.
For
Lauren
real.
don't play, okay?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, my break bust my knee trying to roundhouse kick anybody right now.
Don't worry about that. You gonna have to grow some beets in your garden. That's gonna help you.
I have beats.
Yep.
We had beats.
Are you
Like,
using it?
dude,
Oh,
I
sorry,
just went
not
out.
is it beets? Yes, beets. Beets and turmeric.
I love turmeric, and I got ginger too. But I went out there and I got big old things of cauliflower, like legit bigger than my face, and I was like,
Wow.
dang, I should have picked those a while ago.
You about to be at the farmer's market.
For real, I'm about to go over there with the coyotes. Just, just don't mess with my house. It's good.
My goodness. So, all jokes aside.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
advocacy. Um, advocacy is something that took me a while to come upon. For me, it was easier for me to advocate for others than it was for me to advocate for myself, but I was still barely advocating for others. Okay, honey. So I want to know what your journey was like when it came to advocacy.
So, like I was saying, like I always had like the heart for it, but it didn't actually really hit like in an active form until Michaela got sick.
Mm.
And so when Michaela got sick, like she was diagnosed when I was pregnant. She was, for those who don't know, my daughter had a choledochal cyst while she was in utero attached to her gallbladder. And so long story short, the lack of intervention medically caused her liver failure. And so because of just like even that the very beginning when she was like a couple months old and we were already supposed to have had the original surgery that they put off, I was already having to advocate for her healthcare, and it was like, it was so frustrating because I never had to experience something like that before because like growing up, like my mom worked at Kaiser. Like I had the good insurance in Vallejo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like when we
Yeah,
were growing up, like you had Kaiser, you had good insurance. That's what, like, oh shoot, you got,
yeah,
And
yeah,
so like when I was going, like I didn't have to worry about nothing. We went to the same hospital. We went to the same doctors all the time. Like everybody was in the same building. Like I was super, super spoiled like that,
yeah,
And so it was like when I like turned 24, 25, and then I had Michaela, and I was like, I had like dual, like coverage. Like I was still
yeah.
covered under my mom because I wasn't 26 yet. And in California, you're covered under your parents till you're 26.
Mhm.
But then like I also was on welfare. And so I was on Medi-Cal as a backup. And so they were looking at it just like, oh, she's just on welfare. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And so they wasn't even trying to deal with us. Like they wasn't trying to intervene on her behalf. They wasn't trying to help her in any kind of medical way. It was literally the movie John Q. You know what I mean? Literally. Like, you know what I mean? For anybody who's watched it, it was like the only difference is that he needed a heart, she needed a liver. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we lost everything. We lost our jobs, we lost our homes, we lost our income. Like we lost everything. And she was in the hospital on life support. Like
Yeah.
waiting for, liver, and then being bypassed for livers because of whatever reason, getting taken off the liver transplant list, getting put back on the liver transplant list,
Yeah.
like, and just like having to be like almost like forced into like that situation of like survival mode. And it
Yeah.
was like nonstop fight or flight. It was like literally, and it was like I
Yeah.
couldn't go nowhere because, so it was like I got to find a way to fight and I can't
Yeah.
beat up doctors. And so it was like, like it was like the moment I knew I was gonna have to really, really kind of like go 10 toes down was when I had done all my work. Did everything that I was supposed to do on my part. And then seeing people like just drop the ball because they didn't care.
Mhm.
Just because like her life just didn't mean nothing to them. And like, and calling and begging like for them just to process my SR-22 so
Yeah.
then her medical could get put back on, and then telling them like my daughter's gonna pass, like she's gonna, like she's not gonna survive. And like my welfare worker on the other line being like, that's not my problem. Word for word, verbatim, that's not my problem. Like, it was like I didn't understand like people could really be that cruel to a
Yeah.
child that, what I'm saying, like this ain't coming out your paycheck, like, this is not coming out your CalPERS,
Yeah.
so I was like, what do you
Not
mean?
this is a life.
Yeah. And so when Richard was like, I'll go down there, like I'll go do some John Q, like what John Q wasn't out yet, I don't think, but he was like, I'll go down to the welfare office and I'll go and what I'm saying, and get arrested, and they'll be be put on the newspaper like dad went crazy and held up the place
Yeah.
hostage or something. And I was like, yeah, let's not do that. Like like
Right.
I kind of need you.
Yeah. We
So
still need you, sir.
yeah, I still need you. You know what I mean? Like that's great that you'd be willing, but no. And so then
Yeah.
I ran down to the Times Herald, and that's when I like went down there with all her pictures, information of her being in the hospital, and like all the welfare ladies' information and phone number and extension number and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't know what else to do. Like my
Yeah.
baby is, you know what I'm saying? And that's just when like fight for survival for Michaela, and that's where like the advocacy when we were planted. And like ever since then, it was like once she like we went through that, and then everything that Sophia's gone through with like the Vallejo Unified School District,
Yeah.
and having to advocate for like her safety and like and her welfare, like against like bullies and stuff like that. It was just like something in me just like sparked up, and I was just like, and you need advocate, and you need to advocate, and
No,
you need
for
to
real.
advocate.
Yeah.
Like,
No, because when we met, it wasn't, I don't even think the stuff with Sophia had even started. And I remember hearing you talk about you were advocating for this woman. I guess one of your friends was bending to, because it was the first time we hung out outside of being at the church.
Yeah.
And I had a vendor event in my yard.
Yeah.
And someone was talking about how her friend was going through a domestic violence situation, and you're like, because we didn't go over the window. I said, oh, she gonna pull up.
No, for real. And it's crazy because it's like, like me, I don't know. It was like back in the day, like I was in like a crazy, like just crazy domestic violence situation, like married to, like somebody that I had lost my voice. I lost my identity. I lost who I was. I lost all freedoms. And when I got out of that, and I was like, ain't nobody else gonna do that to me. And I will never let nobody else get put through that in my, like, if it's in my vision, if I can see or hear about it, it's my problem. You know what I'm saying? And the moment, like, nobody's gonna tell me like, oh, it's not your problem. It is my problem, because if I can see it, I can hear about it, I can feel it. Like, and when I can feel it, it's affecting me. And when it's affecting me, it's my problem. Like, and so like, I have no problem staying up for anybody. Like, I have no problem. Like, there's been times when I've literally been like at a stoplight. Me and Rich have been at a stoplight, like on Solano Avenue, and I see some big ass dude like slamming some girl up against the car, and I'm hopping out the car like, hey, get your hands off of her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come hit me. Like, and I'll take a punch. Like, it's not like I can't, like I've taken many, but it's just like in those moments, it's almost like I'm Holy Spirit filled. It's like I got like, just like, you can't do this to these women. Like, you can't do that. It's just like, and it drives me crazy. And it's not just women, but I don't like violence against anybody. Like, unless you're in self-defense, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like there's no reason to harm somebody for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Like, there's always another way about it. Like, there's always a way that we can go about it without having to go down. I'll throw hands if we need to, but like, that's like secondary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to sit down and try to talk it out. We're going to like figure things out. And like, if you really want to go there, I mean, like, I got boxing gloves. Like, we, you know, like
we
go
can
out,
go
you know,
there, but we don't have to
we can
though.
meet at 975 Benicia Road. Some karate school. Like, okay, anytime, let me know. And so, but it's just like, you know, but like, that's where my advocacy started, was just like with Michaela. And then it's like something just inside of me was just like, nothing, I can't just let injustice happen, no matter who it is. Like, if it's wrong, it's wrong. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
And so like, that's just how I am now. And I'll do research. It's wild, because I'll stay up till 3-4 o'clock in the morning reading about stuff that nobody would even think to read.
I know, girl, you be having a fact. You're like, did you know that, she got the data, she got the statistics. Come
Michaela was like, Mom, I think that you're on the spectrum with how much stats you like. Coming from a child on the spectrum.
You're like, and I'm using it in a powerful way.
I said, show is, yep, yep. Did you know that 1 in 6 children in Solano County are hungry? Like, yeah, you know, like 55,000 residents in Solano County alone. Like, just Solano County and Contra Costa County, 55,000 are struggling to make enough to even put food on their table on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, I like facts, because facts matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you present facts, you can present how it affects people.
Yeah, it's just, sometimes it brings a greater clarity. You know what I mean? It brings a greater clarity, especially because we don't always see it. We do see it, right? We see homelessness around, but we don't see those numbers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't see those numbers, you know?
Like, I was saying something, I was at like this like business roundtable that I was attending for a minute, and I was breaking down statistics, because like, you know, like with me and the family, like we serve and feed people, you know? And so like, I was like, you guys know, like there's like 714 homeless kids in Vallejo right now. And that's just statistically driven, like, and brought from the school records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the kids. Those are families who have admitted that they don't have a stable home. You know, that's not the people who are living with other people. That's not people who didn't admit to it. That's not the people who are living in hotels, who are living in cars, who are going house to house, who are, you know, like, who had shelter when they filled out that house and then now they don't, you know, filled out that, you know, that form, you know, and now they don't. Like, there's so many that like that's going on. And it's just like, one thing that's really, really frustrating me lately is the misappropriation of the money that was allotted for homelessness in the state of California.
Yeah.
And where is it at?
Yeah.
And who has access to it, and why is it not being utilized for the homeless community?
Yeah.
I have questions. Like, I'm about to be like a ghetto Nick Shirley up in here. Like, I don't care about all them dealing with all that stuff in Minnesota. I got things I got to deal with right here in California.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and it's like, things need change. Policies need change. Like, our governor, I'm not even a political person at all. Like, I'm literally like, I'm not left, I'm not right. I know what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
And that's where I go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I want my children to know and what I don't want them to know. And I know what kind of people that I want to raise to be into this world. That's all that matters to me. Like, when it really comes down to it. And I'm not playing this game that they're trying to make everybody to play, because like, ultimately, like, we're sitting here and like, we're all a part of the same bird. And yet that bird is like sitting there pecking on its own wings while it's trying to stay in flight.
Yeah.
Like, if we can learn how to just navigate like the body of the bird to where like we can all be just like in flight together. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's literally like 8 billion of us in the world. And there's like less than 1,000 of them who are running it. So it's like, you know, they don't want us to like each other. They don't want us to get along. They don't want us to see eye to eye on anything. Ultimately, we are all human beings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all have love in our hearts. We all have families. We all want to make it to the next day. Like, you know, like with the most, like, why not just make it easier for each other? Like, that's where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I don't do all the hate stuff. Like, there's enough hate that goes on right here for, you know what I'm saying? Like, goes on my, this crazy brain of mine. Like, so like, I got enough for everybody else's.
Yeah.
So but like, I know I'm super like overwinded. I'm an oversharer. Chronic. I'm
It's
a
a
chronic
beautiful thing.
oversharer. She called me an open book, eh?
Overshare.
Oh yeah.
It's a powerful thing though, because honestly, sometimes people don't realize all the nuggets that are in their oversharing, you know? It's
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah.
somebody needed to hear it, okay? They
Somebody
needed that.
somewhere. Yeah.
Somebody.
He's just like, oh, I clocked that one right there. It's like, yeah, I didn't know that about
Ooh,
her. No, yep.
oh, I'm glad she said that. Let me
Huh.
write that down.
Felt that. Felt that.
What they say in church, ouch!
Yeah. Come on, somebody.
My goodness.
Did you hear? Did you?
Did you hear what she
Can I get
said?
an amen?
They're gonna be sending this to other people. This right here is for you.
You go
She
like
talking
right there about you. Mm-hmm. Shoot.
because you so worried about the left and the right. What about the body? No, just
Yeah. Ain't nobody sitting. You sitting there seeing it peck on the right wing, peck on the left wing. How you supposed to stay in flight when you start biting yourself?
shoot.
It's like you attacking each wing, and you sit like, what are you gonna do? Sit down. Sit down.
Fly in a circle.
Stop idolizing these human beings. And you sound ridiculous. Like, it's crazy. We all have a lot more in common when we have differences. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and if we really sit down and like think about it, like, I think the separation when it comes to, you know, the United States, the divided states of America, is that's where they want us to be. They want us to be divided, and they want us to be distracted because they don't want us to know what's really going on, because there's way more going on with what they let us know of. You know what I'm saying? It's like they leave a lot to be imagined, or they leave a lot to be investigated.
Anxious. A lot for us to be feared about.
Yeah, you know, and it's like,
Choice but to trust them.
yeah, right. You know,
Like you said, they don't take care of it because, like you said, who has access to this and what are they doing with the money? Where's the funds? We want to know.
yeah, that's why I was like, man, like everybody's broadcasting Nick Shirley, and he's a great kid, great kid. I think he honestly, he's hella smart, like to do what he's doing and exposing all of the fraud that's going on in like all the different states and stuff. Like he was just in San Francisco like a week ago, coming out to try to expose San Francisco and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, but there needs to be more of that. Like there
Yeah.
needs to be more people who are bothered
Yeah.
that our money and our tax dollars that, you know, and especially us out here in California, we're taxed 10 times over. You know what I'm saying? Before we even get to spend our money, that thing's taxed like 3 times. Like, you know what I mean? So
for real.
and then, you know, and then we spend it on that, and then that's taxed. And then it's like, and then, you know what I mean? And then that, and then it's just like, oh, whoa. You know, and so it's just like, but when we do, it's like there's so much like federal money, federal funding that is going to people that it shouldn't be going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's people that like you and me who are moms who are right here, who that money could really help.
Yeah.
Big time. You know what I'm saying? That can help with whether it be childcare expenses or groceries or utilities or whatever the case may be. But then you got people sitting here claiming $8-9 million a year for daycares that don't even exist. That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild to me. I was like, man, if I would have known that. No. Like, come here, Steven. Just kidding.
He's like all the kids.
The pretend kid that I'm not babysitting.
Steven, Joey, Nick.
Yep. Tasha. That's 5 right there. Can I claim them for my daycare? My in-house daycare. My in-home daycare.
In-house daycare.
Mama Mia's LLC. Sorry.
So when it comes to advocacy, do you feel like self-advocacy for you started before that situation or after?
self advocacy is still very hard for me. Um, like I don't know. I feel like it's so much easier for me to like advocate for other people.
Mhm.
It's easier for me to empathize um, with other people's situations and
Yeah.
then take that and like kind of like defend the underdog.
Mhm.
But it's like when it comes to me, it's like I feel like I should just have it. And
Yeah.
it's just like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of
No, I
like,
got you because that's how it was for me for a long time. Like, I felt like, "Well, you deserve this," or like or, you know what I mean? Just like it was like you said, it's easy because I feel like we're both very empathic. Um,
yeah,
and when you go through certain traumas, you experience so many different emotions that you can really see what a person is going through before they even open their mouth. You know what I mean? And I know that you're
yeah.
extremely
No, for
skilled at
real. Like, yeah,
yeah, like your that sensitivity is
yeah.
like there, you know?
Like sense of
Uh,
discernment is wild. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it's incredible.
I
And
love it.
so
I love it. It's really cool. But it's like at the same time, it's like when I'm revealed when I get revealed about somebody and I had so much hopes for them, like, and I had like high hopes to like be their friend, or like I was like, oh, this is gonna be a bestie, and I'm like,
yes,
damn. Then I like hang out or something, or I like hang out with them, or like just that one time, and something happens, and something's like for example, they could say something really nice to me and compliment me, or be very cheerful with me, but the moment they walk away, I'm felt frustrated, or I'm
yeah,
felt like confused, or I'm felt like, was that authentic? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's not that I'm questioning them, it's that discernment in my chest is like,
yeah,
they're just gaslighting you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, and then come to find out,
yeah,
they really were blowing smoke
yeah,
just to try to like learn something,
yeah,
or to try to like gain something from me in that moment. And it's like, it's disappointing because like when I walk into something, like I'm just super authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
yeah,
just like, I
yeah,
am like, if I'm gonna kick with you, I'm gonna kick with you. If I don't like you, I'm just not gonna deal with you. Like,
yeah,
I'm like, I'm not gonna pretend to hang out with you, or like, I'm just not like, it just,
yeah,
I don't have nothing to
no,
gain off of it. And so like when I find out people are doing that to me for whatever reason, it's really, really hard for me to
yeah,
be like, why did you treat me that way? Or, I'm
no,
saying, or
yeah,
like confront them on it. Like, cause I'm still kind of like a fight or flight kind of person. And it's like, if I confront them, I've learned that confrontation doesn't have to include aggression.
yeah,
And so it's like, you can confront something in love, but it's like the person that you're confronting has to have like a love receptor. They have to have
yes,
a love receptor, because if they're not, their heart posture isn't in the way of like being able to receive that
yep,
loving confrontation, it's going to be met with immediate like defense.
yep,
And then they'll gaslight you, and then they're going to turn it around onto you as to why they acted how they acted based on how they felt that you had no idea how they were feeling.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
things
for
like
sure.
that.
I I'm right there with you. When my discernment came in, my intuition came in, and I found my purpose. That was one of the hardest things. It's still one of the hardest things for me. And I remember, like you said, like I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have these people in my life, oh, whatever. And I remember God telling me there is going to be so many more people in your life that are seasonal than
Yeah.
full season people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
There's a lot of people who I'm not meant to share my life with. I'm there to plant a seed or to water a seed that's already been planted or to shine a light on a seed that's already been planted. I'm not there to hold their hand and skip off into the sunset. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, okay. So how do I know who is who?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. And he's like, well,
How do I know when to let
when they
go?
show you who they are,
Yeah,
believe them the first time.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then
yeah,
and just know that the best form of like apology is a changed behavior. So if
yeah,
someone does something and you let them go and they come back around, you know what they've done. Like,
yeah,
like we have the opportunity to forgive them for that and like not hold it against them, but we can still guard our hearts. And if they start showing the same patterns that they should the last time, then we can cut them off. Nobody
yeah,
has the right to access it to, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's like, it's like everybody has the right to love.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But nobody has the right to access. And I can love you from a distance. Like, I
Exactly.
don't have to deal with you ever again in life. Like, I
Yeah.
can love you from a complete distance and know that I wish you well. I
Yep.
hope your life turns out great. You know what I'm saying? I don't harbor any ill will, but like, there's just nothing here for us. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing that's going to be conducive. There's no growth. And it's like, it's nothing gonna grow from it. It's like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like watering a dead plant. Like it's just
Yeah.
not gonna be there. And it's like realizing that some people are gonna be there for a page, some people are gonna be there for a chapter, and some people are gonna be there for the rest of the
Yeah.
book. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, but when we realize that it's time for people to go, it's not holding on and clinging. I have a
Yeah.
clinging problem. And
Yeah.
so like I'm like, no, but I like them. I
Yeah.
love them. Like I
Yeah.
want them to be my friend.
Yes.
Like I'll be a
Yes.
better friend. Like I can be a better friend. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
No, for real.
I wipe my own ass. Like no.
My own ass. No, I promise. No, for
I
real.
can be a
No.
better girl.
I
Like
was
and that's the
literally,
abandonment in me,
no, for
right?
real. I was literally just telling my acupuncturist, I said, my intuition will tell me, my discernment will tell me, but I won't learn until I'm hurt by it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah.
It's like, but the writing was already on the wall. So why did you have to wait until, because girl, after I'm hurt by it, I didn't cry and I didn't learn my lesson. I didn't already applied it and I'm ready to move it on. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like, why does it have to go that far though? You gotta
Right.
stop.
Because
I
we
tell
milk
myself,
it.
yep, but I tell myself, you have to stop because now you're abusing yourself at that point.
Yes.
Intuition
Yeah.
told you, discernment told you, Holy Spirit said, hey girl,
Mm-hmm.
at this point, you're abusing yourself now.
Yeah. Now you're just opening up your the wounds. Like you're just like salting them. Like you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
So it's
Why
like,
does that burn?
yeah. So it's like, I'm like, I have to advocate for myself the way I would advocate for you or the next person, the way I would advocate for my
Right.
babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
My
so,
mom said that. My mom was like, I wish you would talk to yourself the way you talk to your friends. And I was like, I get it. I get it. But yeah, you're right. You
yeah,
got to advocate for myself the way I do for everybody else. And it's like, and I've gotten there. I've gotten to the, I think it's just to the fact where it's just like, if it's going to start an argument, I'm just not even deal with it. Like, I'm so anti-confrontational these days. Like, I'm so not the me I once was. Because back in the day, I would just pull up to somebody's house and be like, meet me outside.
yeah,
Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got something to say? Like, my name must taste good. It's always up in your mouth.
yeah,
You know, like things, I would run my mouth and get in a lot of fights. And so it's like, that's kind of like I'm dealing with not being aggressively confrontational and knowing that not everything has to be confronted for
yeah,
me to have peace with it.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to get an apology to forgive someone,
yeah,
and I don't have to allow somebody access even to my social media accounts
hmm,
just because they want access to my social media accounts.
yeah.
If they're like not benefiting me and my family or my wallet by any means, like you know what I'm saying? Like
I mean.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like then like if you're not creating any kind of beneficial factor for
Yeah,
me, like it can't be a one-way street. You know what I'm saying? And I don't just allow people in like that. You know,
yeah,
I'm really actually a very private person when it comes to my home and my life. You know, like people don't even come over often. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's just an invite only. Like
yeah.
I
No,
used to
as
have an
soon as
open door
as soon as
like
I
a
have your
gate. I used to have
address,
an open door policy,
I'm gonna be popping up. I'm just kidding.
but hold on. Yeah, exactly. But now we got codes on the doors. No. But yeah, no, but it's just like, I don't know. It's easier for me, I guess, now that I think I'm just comfortable with who I am, that I'm unapologetic. Like,
Yeah,
like I know who I am, what I have to offer. And if you like that, great. If not, great. Like,
yeah,
like no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not for everybody's palate. Like,
yeah.
not everybody's taste buds are going to like how I taste. And so that's okay. Like, just like my food, some people are going to love it. 99.9% of people
That's what
love
I say. I
it.
don't know anyone
But
who won't ever.
I was like, but then you always got that one.
Yeah.
You guys got that one
But
who
you know
got
what?
COVID mouth.
You
COVID
always got
mouth.
that COVID mouth. But you always got that one too that's like, damn, I wish I had the confidence to cook like her or learn like her, and that's why I don't like her. There's a lot
Yes.
of that. When you
Which is
have
wild because if anybody ever, and anybody who watches this, anybody who sees this, and like this is for life in general, like don't feel intimidated by me when it comes to like that kind of stuff. Like if you are having an issue cooking, if you don't know how to cook, if you want to learn how to cook, like hit me up. Like I will one-on-one you.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I will,
yeah,
I'm really that person. Like there's enough money out here for everybody. There's enough
yep,
customers for out here for every clientele. There's enough like for you, me, for all of us. There's more than enough for all of us. And I would rather link up with you
yep,
than make you feel like you have to be my enemy because you feel
yeah,
insignificant. Like if you
yeah,
feel some kind of way, hit me up. Like I'll do one-on-one lessons with you for free. Like we could cook. Like I'll teach you how to cook. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that's not a
yeah,
problem. Like I have no problems with that whatsoever. But like if that's like and for everybody else, pray about it. Look in the mirror.
yeah. I mean, the reality is that's one of the things. So affirmations are what helped me make my shift, and I think we had to talk about affirmations like a while back. I don't know what your take is on it now, but for me, that was one of the things that helped me with my mindset shift, and that was for me. It's like the way they feel about you, baby, that's none of your business.
Yep, it's none of
Because
your business.
most of the time, it's a them problem and not a you problem. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Um,
Yes.
and even with like how you're saying like you wish you advocated for yourself more than you did in the past, but in reality you're on a certain level, and there's some people who are down here, so they're still hating on you for the level you're at. You know what I
And
mean?
that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and oh, it's 100%. Again,
Yeah.
that's a them problem.
Yeah, exactly. And then the crazy thing is that like I knew I God told me like he don't play. Like he like like when he don't play about me, he don't play about his children. And he says straight up, like right then and there it says like touch not my anointed and do my
Yeah,
prophets no harm.
yeah,
And I have seen firsthand, I have witnessed firsthand what happens when someone has done something wrong towards me and I give them the opportunity to make amends for that. And then they turn around and vindictively continue to do things against me or my character or my person. And God's wrath hits them. And
yeah,
it's not that I wish that wrath upon
of
them,
course.
it's that it happens. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it's just like, and I'm like, man, I, I try to tell you, bro. Like I try to
yeah.
be like, hey, like, like, can we be
You
cool?
hard
Like, all right,
headed.
they ain't no hard, there ain't no hard feelings. But it's like he hears every conversation I don't hear. He
Yeah,
sees everything I don't see. And like, and best believe if I heard somebody talking super smack about one of my kids, I would probably want to run and kick him up in the, you know what I mean? Run it up.
yeah,
What you just said? Bah. Like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, what you say about my kid? Like, and so you think that he doesn't feel that way. He
Yeah,
does. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people don't understand that people try to sit there and say, like, everybody is a child of God. Everybody is not a child of God. Everybody is created in his image, but not everybody is his child. You know what I'm saying? Until you accept your position as an adopted child of his in the kingdom and accept, the Christ as your Lord and Savior, you're not his child. You know what I'm saying? And so when you living in that life and you're not accepting that position, you haven't been adopted as his child into the kingdom, you're still considered outside of the kingdom. And so when you are outside of the kingdom and then you vindictively do something for someone who's inside of the kingdom, that's even worse for you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't work like that. And so I sit back and I'm like, man, God, like, I don't know what to do. And he's just like, love him from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he has showed me people and I'm like, man, dang, it must be really miserable to be like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
and then
for
I feel
real.
bad for them. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
I have like this sympathy or something for them because I'm
yeah,
like, dang, like that must really suck to feel that way. Like, I wonder
yeah,
if they wake up feeling like that. Like, Lord God, calm their hearts. Like, that
yeah,
must really suck to feel like that all the
yeah. See,
time.
that's what gets me caught up. That's what makes me not that's what will slow down my self advocacy, because God gave me the gift of insight, so I can see beyond the mask that the person is
Yeah.
presenting, right? So I see the core of
Yeah.
them, I see their potential, I see all of that, right? So I'm like, they're really not like this. They're only acting like this because of this, and this, and then this happened, and then this happened. And honestly, they don't even have to tell me all this information. I just
Right.
know this.
Know it. Yeah. Yeah.
And but it's like God didn't give me that gift for me to be walked all over and beat on. You know what I mean?
Nope.
And so
Yeah.
I have to be like, DJ, yes, this is true, but that's not who they're presenting themselves as right now. So
Yeah. Yeah. And
let's
what are you
yeah.
gonna do with what you're given right now? You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like
yes,
you can give me some ground up hamburger, but that is not handing me a bowl of spaghetti. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
yes,
not, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do
yes,
with that? Like, are you gonna let it stew? Are you gonna cook it? Are you gonna put it away for later? Are you gonna do with what it is right now? Are you gonna freeze it? And you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And like,
Oh,
what are
for
you gonna do
real.
with it? Like, there's so many options, but like, what I'm not gonna do is just blatantly allow you to treat me like that.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's one thing like, I will confront something the first time. I won't confront it again. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Then that's when I'm just like, all right, God's just gonna deal with you because my flesh will get fleshy
yeah,
and then I'll get petty. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I mean, I'll get 50 Cent petty. Like,
Not the 50 Cent.
yes,
You
I'll be
watch this, put us
so
on. No,
petty.
just kidding.
I will take you to the candy shop.
She said she get 50 Cent petty. Damn it.
Petty. And I'm dealing, I don't know. I think that's like part of like, I don't know, like God's personality with me is because like I can either get really, really just evil with my words or, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that he has helped. Like he is really, really, really taken from me is cutting people down with my vocabulary. Because like my mom used to tell me back in the day, like, Lauren, you got to do something with your words. Cause like you have such an amazing vocabulary in the way that you put words together. Like you could really go somewhere, you know, like with your poetry, your writings and stuff like that. But I've also used them in a way to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Like my mouth has been quite the double-edged sword to the point to where like, you know, like I've purposely been like, I'm gonna cut you down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're gonna cry today. You ready? Like, you know,
Yeah.
and so it's like I've been really, really trying to be mindful of what I say, how I say it, who I say it to, and because I know that I'm so quick-witted when it comes to my
Yeah.
mouth and
Yeah.
my mouth and my mind that I
Yeah.
have to purposely slow myself down. Like, because if I don't, I get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
And that's why tonight I've been like, all right, I gotta really, because I'll just like, you know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, you're 50 Cent petty and you got twisted lyrics coming out of your mouth. And so yeah, and so I've just had to be very mindful and I have to be purposeful and I've been very intentional. And lately God has been really, really just like revealing to me. Like I was having a really bad depression a while back and I was like, man, I'm really, really struggling right now. And I don't know what my purpose is. Like, and I'm really not sure why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you help me? You know what I'm saying? And like he was like, I'm gonna give you a snippet. Like I'm gonna give you a snippet of what's to come.
Yeah.
And when he gave me that snippet, I was like, that's a snippet?
Yeah. That's just a piece.
That's just a piece of it. And he's like, kind of like, just be obedient. You know what I'm saying? Like, be obedient with what I'm giving you, you know, like, and steward what I've given you well. And then this is what's to come. And literally, like, nothing, like, everything that he has shown me has happened plus some. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, okay, you got this in the bag. Like, it's fine. Like, weave out whoever you need to weave out and like, you know what I'm saying? Like do whatever you gotta do. Like I'm ready for that whatever part. You got in store for me because everything up until this moment in my life, you've never let me down. Yeah. I've overcome like, you know, everything that has happened, like I'm still right here. You know, and that's for all of us. That's literally for all of us. Like everything that has happened in our lives up until this very moment, we've overcome it. Exactly. You too. You know what I'm saying? Like you're right here, right now, and overcoming. You've overcome all of it. And so if we can overcome all of what we've already overcome, there's just so much more amazing things that are going to happen, because we can take all of that stuff and apply it to all of that stuff,
Exactly.
and it's not going to be half as bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I could just be like, okay, like I really believe that I can face anything. Like like there's nothing that I could be faced with that I know I couldn't overcome at this point in my life, because I know that nothing that I have is from my own doing. Like I
Yeah.
don't like I believe like God has given it to me and he can take it away from me. And I know that that's whether it be my, my business or my husband or my kids or my house or anything that I have in my life that brings me any kind of happiness, like, or security or peace or whatever, like, he could take it from me.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if he took every single bit of it away, all my kids, my husband, my income, my house, my car, my business, everything, if he took it all, stripped me down like Job, I'd still have him at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm just grateful. Like, I'm grateful that I have what I have. I'm grateful that I have who I have in my life, the friends like like that, like you that I have in my life, and anything that's coming on, because it's like all it is every single thing is an opportunity. And if
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good, it's an opportunity to learn.
Yes.
So it's just like no matter what, and it's all temporary. So it's just like
Yes.
I just keep all those things in my mind, like it's
Yes.
temporary, it's not gonna last forever, whether it's be good or bad or indifferent. And
Yeah.
I can learn from it and I can bless someone out of it.
That's me.
That's it.
It's shaping me. It's shaping me for what I asked for. It's shaping me for what my kids need. It's shaping me in so much,
Yeah.
and it's shaping me for the flock that God has put in front of me. So I'm always grateful for the lesson. That's why I always tell people I live in a storm. I embrace the storm. There,
Yeah.
there's
I feel like
there,
we're always either walking right into a storm, we're like directly in the eye of the storm, or we're just walking out of one. Like
yeah,
it's like those three things
and
always.
I welcome it. I know that it's it's part of my purpose because all of the knowledge that I have, all of the positive energy that I have, all the confidence that I have, it's curated from that stuff. I didn't have to, of course we all seeked validation in the past, but I'm not
Yeah.
living off of validation. I'm not, you know what I
Right.
mean? I'm
Right.
not
Yeah,
living off
for
the
sure.
comments of people. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
literally living off the fact that I clawed myself out of that dark hole where I
Yes.
felt like
And
shit,
here I am.
and now here I am.
Yes. And it's like, it's really like at the point where it's so validating, because that we're not looking for people's validations anymore.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's the most validating part out of it, is that like whether you love me or not, like I am going to be me and I'm going to shine and I'm going to elevate
you
and I'm
know?
going to, say no matter where you are
Yes.
in the line
But
of things, it's going to
exactly.
happen. Like, so
What I always remember is there are three constants that have been with me through every storm, and that's God, myself, and my kids. Because even when I didn't have kids, I was always thinking, who do I want to be for my kids? You know what I mean?
mhm.
If I make this decision and I have kids, how is that going to affect them? And
Yeah.
so those have been the three things that have carried me through every situation at time after time. So I'm like, as long as I have
Yeah, for
You know what
real.
I mean? I don't have to if this business relationship doesn't work out, that's cool. If this relationship doesn't work out, that's cool. That friendship, we've been friends for 10 years, but you don't want to be a friend anymore? Cool.
Right. No, for real. Like I'll survive. Like we'll be just
I'm good.
fine. Like, what I'm saying? You
Yes.
would be
And
just
so
fine. I would be okay. We'd
yes,
be good. Like it's not,
yes.
what I mean? Like,
And
at the end of the day.
that's how I soothe that damn abandonment. Because the abandonment be like, oh, but are you sure that you want to
Yeah.
get hit one
Check
more
in.
time?
Don't you want to check in? Do you want to don't you want to watch her story?
You know what the thing is, because I've endured so much, I feel like because I can take it, I should take it. And I had to tell myself, girl, just because you can, don't mean you
I mean,
should.
you should. Yep. For real.
Don't mean
Yeah.
you should. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I that's like one of the constant things I've been telling myself lately. Just because you can do it, just because you're strong enough to withstand, just because you have that resilience doesn't mean that you got to test that strength, baby. You know you're strong. You ain't got to test.
It's always that final punch that lands the knockout.
Yes.
Remember that? Like, what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you thinking you can take another one, take one, and next thing you know, you laid out.
Man, you didn't went back.
Bells ringing. Bells ringing, stars tick, 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 holding on to your ears.
Like, what is happening?
Yeah. You're just like, what the? I I did not sign up for this.
This is not what I signed up for.
No, it's not.
It's not, darling.
Can I get the check, please?
Someone, anyone.
Ding, ding, dong.
Ring a ding ding. So food.
Ring a ding, ding. Food.
Food. How has food played? I gotta stop playing with my hair. Look at me. My hairdresser's gonna kill me.
Did you just get your hair done?
Yes.
Like yesterday?
Literally yesterday.
I cannot with you.
It still looks cute though.
It looks like cute. Like, it looks super cute.
It's also curly. That's all. I think it was my sideburn I took out. Yeah, I took out my sideburn back.
Just picking it. Sorry. It's all right. So food.
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 So we talked about how she cooks, but we also talked about her business with the cakes. But how has food been a part of healing for you?
Oh, for healing. Food has always been healing for me. I've always had a very love-hate relationship with food. I love food. It hates my hips. But
we love to see you.
But I grew up. One side of my family's very Italian. The other side of my family's very Polynesian Hawaiian. Both sides are very revolved around food. And so growing up, you know, I walk into one house and they're feeding me. I walk into the other house and they're feeding me, you know, like no matter what, you go over like your happy food, sad food, celebrate food, you know, like funeral food, like, you know, you had a bad day at school, go get ice cream. Like you had a good day at school, go get ice cream. Like, you know, like everything was always revolved around food. So I grew up having a very unhealthy relationship with food. And then like having an eating disorder, like throughout, you know, from the time I was 12 until the time I was 19 years old, and having, you know, struggling with bulimia and ultimately anorexic. And then, it was more of kind of like a control thing. I felt so out of control that the one thing I could control was my eating, you know what I mean? And so that's where I kind of went to, and it was like I withheld out of control, like I ate out of control, I threw up out of control. It was my way of controlling the one thing in my life that I could. And so as I got older, my grandmother always used to have a restaurant when I was growing up on my Italian side. And so she was always cooking. She cooked. She went to culinary school. And I seen how she would interact with like her customers, and how like they would drive from like all over, like everywhere, like California. Like some people would, like, even when they flew in from like different states, they would like hit her up and be like, we're coming into town. Can you make this specific dish like while we're in town? And she would make it like her special for the weekend and stuff. And just seeing the way that she like interacted with people through food, and how like she would love people through food, it was something that sat with me even from a young age. And so as I got older, I love to cook. I've always loved to cook, and I found out I'm really, really good at it. And so I was like, what better than to do something I'm really good at than cook and feed people, and to be able to like pour like my love into a dish and then just like provide something for somebody is like such a beautiful thing for me on a personal level. But to have come from a place where like there's been times where like, you know, I was homeless with my kids and we didn't know where we are going to get our next meal. And, you know, we were living off of food bank food or donation food or, you know, things like that. And like to be able to go from homeless and living off of the kindness of other people to being able to provide hot meals and being the kindness that other people need. It's so fulfilling in such a way that if I could do it and not ever think about money and just like be giving to people all the time, that's all I would do. Like that's literally all I would do, was just like feed people and cook and provide like things for people all the time. If that was the ability to like you have like a nonprofit food truck where I could just like pull up to like all the, you know, like the hotels or apartment complexes and like all the encampments, and just like they could walk up and like pick from my food line or like my thing and like just order with like some dignity for themselves, like a regular food truck, and like get served like regular food truck. Like that's what I love, is to be able to meet people exactly where they are and not just feed them and like just like give them a handout, but like get to know who they are, get to know their stories,
Yeah.
like have a moment and like share a meal with them. You know, it's more than just handing out food. It's like having like a relationship with these people and like remembering like they're human beings
Exactly.
that, you know, like you can look at I look at them and I can literally see the child that they once were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the child that had all this potential, that had dreams, that wanted to do something, become something um career wise with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and regardless of what may have happened in life, like they're still a human being. They still
Yeah.
are a human being with human needs and with human feelings. You know what I'm saying? And there's sometimes out there like I'm the first hug that they've had
Yeah.
in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And there's been so many times when I've like asked someone if I could just give them a hug, and the way that you can feel them breathe in
Yeah.
my arm, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they take that deep breath for a moment, like they feel home for a moment, or they feel safe for a moment, or they feel that like someone loves me for a moment. And like I just want to love people, man. Like I just love that. So that's really like it all started as a kid, and as I got older and I had the ability to do it. You know what I'm saying? And the ability just means the willingness.
Yeah.
Really, like anybody has the ability to do it. Like if you make yourself a sandwich and you only eat half your sandwich, you can literally wrap that up in a, you know, and go down the street and someone will want that half a sandwich.
Yeah.
And you just provided 2 meals for the day. You know what I'm saying? And so like it's literally as simple as that. Like the Dollar Tree has some of the best foods ever when it comes to like, you know, quick meals for, you know, for people. Like I go down there, they have some pasta that's from Italy that they've been selling since the late 1900s, some of the best pasta, and then you get it at the Dollar Tree. I personally love it. Like I eat it myself. I'm like, I love that pasta. Like, and so, but like I can literally go to the Dollar Tree and spend $10, you know what I'm saying? And on a couple containers and some pasta, and spend $10 on meat. And then I have, you know, some tomatoes, and I can make my own pasta sauce and stuff. And I can go and feed 20 people,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, and just doing that is like, just knowing that they're not going to have to worry about their next meal for the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's enough for the moment, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes they just want to know that someone else in the world knows their name.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
More of my oversharing. No.
No, it was powerful. And like you said, it's we overcomplicate things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be.
The right time, or
Yeah.
when I get money, or when I get, or when I, you
Yeah.
know, like when I nothing. When
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like you could do it, you could
yeah.
literally do it right now.
Yeah. Just
You know,
move.
like for example, the homeless shelter here in Vallejo, if anybody wants to volunteer Monday through Friday, they have no volunteers. There's nobody going down there and feeding anybody at the home shelter, but yet there's between 30 and 50 people constantly living there. You know, people will show up on the weekends and drop off lunch or a dinner, but like Monday through Friday, there's nobody in there volunteering with them. You know, there's nobody in there now. Starting next month on Tuesdays, I'll be in there doing dinner. And then Thursdays, I'll be in there starting Celebrate Recovery for the homeless shelter, Pay Solano, the old Christian Help Center on Sacramento Street. So every Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be there. At least just giving them some tools, getting them, you know, like some kind of program to kind of work and get them involved in something that's more than just accepting their situation and thinking that's they're stuck there, because you don't have to be stuck there. You know, you don't have to be stuck anywhere. If you're willing to face what hurt you and face the pain, and you're willing to receive, you know, heal and work on healing for that, then you're able to go so far.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Let me see. Let me see if I can be on track.
you're good.
Because you know what's the awesome thing about conversations that are natural and who like to overhear like us is a lot of times the questions that I have are already answered.
Yeah. You're like, oh, well, we answered that
Oh,
one.
well, check,
Yeah.
where,
She did that. Okay. Well, hey, no.
That one. No. No, but you have given a lot of gems, and so as our last question, what I do wanna ask is what are 3 tips you could just give to people who are in the midst of overcoming, um, in a more
Um,
so because 'cause we've gone over so many during this thing, but just
I
something
know.
to take away right now.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Um, Understand that you belong exactly where you are, and the battle is in the mind more than it is in anything else. And if you can get your thoughts in control, the rest of your life will fall into place. Um, control your thoughts. Control what you focus on.
Yeah.
When certain thoughts hit, and you can acknowledge that that's not a feeling that you want to have, or it's a thought that's bringing anxiety, you can take that thought captive and replace it with a better thought.
Yeah.
If you have racing thoughts like me, where you have like 20 thoughts going on at the same time, and then like a song here and a song there, then hone in on what you want to focus on. Like, does that thought make you feel good? Does that song make you want to dance? Sing that song and dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have control on what you focus on, but don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take anyone else in the world too seriously. Take every moment as it comes.
Yeah.
Every moment as it comes, and just one smart choice at a time. And that's what I tell the kids. I go, make good choices, like make one smart choice at a time, because you might make one choice that, seems smart, and it leads you to the next choice that you're like, oh, maybe I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So just one choice at a time sometimes is enough.
Yeah.
And love yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Be honest.
Yes. So what's next for you? Your business? Yeah.
Whew. For me, so Foundations Vallejo is a permitted cottage food operator. So I have a permit, and I have a business license, and I have my the CFO permit and business license, which is my bakery license. And then right now, I am literally just waiting on my application to be completed for my MECO license, which is a MEHKO, which will officially have my kitchen be a restaurant. And so that would be really great. And then I'll be able to do like to-go plates. I'll be able to set my backyard balcony for dine-in if I want to, and stuff like that. Right now, I am lining up and reserving all the weekends from April and May. Right now, I'm accepting reservations for the cake bar, for our hosted cake bar. We're filling up really, really fast. And so it's perfect for like weddings and birthday parties and showers and grad parties and corporate events and pop-ups. And it's really, really fun. And so that's our next event is going to be March 8th on Solano Avenue at Noble Cinemas. The Noble Cinema Studios, music studios on Solano Avenue. There's going to be a family-friendly pop-up event on March 8th there. So if you want to come and customize your own little cake and hang out with me, take some selfies, do a couple dances,
Yes.
throw up the shaka. No. That's what's going on for me right now. So hopefully, God willing, we will be an official Mako kitchen by July. Because I want to get everything reorganized and converted in my kitchen to where when they come in and do the next health and the only health inspection, not next, they haven't been here yet. So they're the health inspection, then I could just get to going and start cooking all my good hot foods like my mac and cheese and
Yes. What's your favorite food that you cook?
Oh, that's so hard. Thanksgiving
Honestly,
dinner.
you know what's
Thanksgiving
sad?
dinner.
You know what's sad? I think I've only tried the
Kahlua pork.
yeah. I think but it'd be okay. Like for a
Well,
while it was lightweight my comfort food.
my oxtail stew made Pico cry. She said it tastes like her grandma's.
Aw.
My collard greens, ain't no joke. Like, oh, they're the best. But like, my favorite thing I cook is full blown Thanksgiving dinner. Like,
Yeah.
because I go all out. I do
I know. I be
everything
seeing the
from.
list on Facebook. I'm like, she cooking all that. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm complaining about the mac and cheese, the salmon, and the yams. She didn't cook
Yeah. I go all out turkey, ham, all the sides, all the sides, all the
every
sides, all
side
the
you can think
pies.
of. Think about 4 more, and that's what she's
Yeah.
cooking.
For real. Cause I'll do Italian sides. I do like the regular Southern sides, which will do like the barbecue baked beans with the ground meat and the bell peppers. And I do the greens. And then I do sweet potato casseroles. And then I'll do the rigatonis, the Italian rigatoni with meatballs. And then I'll do spam musubi. And you got a little bit of everything when you got me.
Everybody can get it. Every culture is up in there, baby.
Mm-hmm.
No culture left behind.
No culture left behind.
This is a multicultural Thanksgiving.
Yes. By me, the multicultural queen. Shoot. It's like, you can't hate me.
What is she?
You can't hate me. It might be a crime.
Literally.
Don't let that lack of melanin fool you.
It's a crime to hate Lauren, you guys.
For real.
You didn't know.
Careful. I mean,
so we already know what happens to people who do you wrong.
Right.
Smitten.
So be careful. Be careful. I don't want to say too much. God's wrath will get you.
I'll get ya.
I'm gonna get you.
Remember, you sowed that seed, so don't blame Lauren.
Don't blame me. I just wanted to love you. Maybe cook for you a little bit.
Maybe fatten you up a little bit. Maybe add a roll, but not intentionally, just because my food good.
Yeah. With half butter. Just like,
Lord Jesus, I'm gonna have to eat your food after I get to where I want to be. Because I'm be like, girl, give me some more.
I know. Oh my gosh, for real. Because I had because I'm doing the premium cakes now too. So like I do like my cake bar, but then I have like my premium cakes on deck. Like every day I have them. And so like they've been going out a lot. And someone hit me up the other night and was literally sent me a meme of Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna send it to you. I'll screenshot their thing without showing who they are. You don't know them anyway, but still. And like this was like, hey, you got any of those Lemon Lux cakes left?
That's so funny. That's gonna be me. Listen, what I need from you is for you to go in that garden and we can make some juice, because that's what I can have right now. Juice. Okay.
Juice. Yes.
I gotta keep the glow in the figure.
Okay. Juice.
And that cake is gonna give me pimples.
Yeah. Lemon Lux. No, you know what though? Because we got the Lemon Lux, we got the Oreo, the chocolate Dubai. Yeah, chocolate Dubai. And then what's the other one? Lemon Lux, chocolate Oreo, chocolate Dubai. I don't remember.
It's on the Facebook.
It's on the Facebook, yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see it there. You'll see it. It's there.
It's there.
It is there. What kind of juice are you doing?
I've just been doing beet juice, carrot juice. But that's from the store because I don't have a juicer. So I've just been mainly using it, like using carrots.
I want a juicer so bad.
Colored carrots, yeah.
I want a juicer so bad.
They say it's better to get the little nut milk maker instead because it keeps everything.
Really? Oh, like all the nutrients and stuff?
Yeah. So because there's like a lot of fiber in the skin that we don't get, I usually will boil it into a tea later on, but still boiling it takes away nutrients.
Yeah. Yeah.
After a while, I usually slow simmer it so that it doesn't.
I have a dehydrating machine. Would those work? Like how they do with how we need to dehydrate
no, I know what you're saying.
Oranges and stuff.
I think that even that takes some of the nutrients. That's
It
why
probably
I
would.
try to get the almond milk maker and see how
Yeah.
it goes. Because
Yeah.
they
Let me know how
literally
you like that. Cause I'm trying to get like a whole food processor or something. Like I
yeah.
want to get like a juicer too. Cause I love juice, but I'm not trying to go, it's expensive.
Yeah, because most of it is in the backhand instead of the front end.
Yeah. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, a bottle like this for $14? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, no, just
Yeah.
give me an
That's
apple.
that's why I've just been eating it.
I'm
Eating
like,
it.
just give me an apple. I'll just eat an apple.
Yeah.
But that
I
sounds
just
really good, like apple kiwi juice or
yeah.
apple kale kiwi. Ooh, honeydew melon.
She like, let me write this down.
I'm like, ooh,
I
this is
mean, it can be an
yummy.
extension. You already got the ingredients in your the juicer's gonna pay for itself. Just buy that thing.
For real, it will. Cause I'm
Because
gonna
you have
use
the
it.
garden full of fruits and veggies.
For real. Like we were just talking today. I was like, I want to get back out there because like, the wintertime everything like freezes over.
Mhm.
But our pepper patch is looking good. Cause I just picked off like 12 Thai chili peppers off that yesterday and I made some Hawaiian chili pepper water. I take shots of it.
Yeah.
Did you see it? I poured it in like oh my God. I'm not used to these, obviously. Hitting it on pop. Be like, no, what is it? That tequila bottle that they be getting. What is it?
I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it though yet. I
The
haven't been
clear
online all
one.
day.
But like I made it and I just like I've seen an empty tequila bottle in like the old downstairs bathroom and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use that. And I was just
Right?
like, and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm making Hawaiian chili pepper water.
Upcycle. This is an upcycle.
Yeah. And he's like, what do you do with it? And I was like, take it, shots of it, clean out your palate and clean up
Yeah.
I do it when I eat too.
Yeah.
It's yummy. It's like really good.
I think you told me about that because I was making a garlic honey pepper blend and you asked me if I tried that.
I'll make you some.
Yeah.
But it's spicy, but it's just like you just take a little bit at a time. But it's
Yeah.
really good. Like, and it has ginger in it.
Hmm.
It's like Thai chili peppers, ginger, garlic, vinegar, water, and that's it. And you boil it. Oh, and Hawaiian sea salt or volcano salt.
Mm. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Mhm.
This is my first time hearing about this volcano salt.
Volcano salt. You got the volcano salt already? Yeah, it says right there, Hawaiian rock salt.
Oh, okay. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
guys. So for the Carter Love Network, what's up next for us is, of course, we have our Monday night show where I love to interview people who are amazing. And then we have our Friday night show. And this is going to be the first episode that will have all of our co-hosts. Did you guys know I would have co-hosts? I did not. But the co-hosts are awesome. They are people who have been rocking with me from the beginning. Our anniversary is coming up April 21st. But there are people who have been rocking with me from the beginning and people whose I just love the way their minds work. And we all like our perspectives are so like whoo, 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 whoo. So I love the topics we come up with on Friday. So Friday night, the talk show is called Carter Love Talk Show After Hours. And so we do a lot of laughing here and there, talking a lot about things. We bring our drinks and our food. I bring food. I'm the one who brings food. Anyways, we bring our drinks and our food, and we just talk about specific topics here and there. We communicate with those in the audience, and
Speaking
yeah,
of,
okay, we eating. Um, so before we close out, we have to end with some affirmations. So I'll let Lauren do hers, and then I'll close out with mine.
oh,
That's like when the waiter come by.
he's like, "Can I
Good.
eat? Is there anything else I
Yeah,
can do for you?" Like,
good.
hold on, one moment. You can go ahead and go ahead. I don't know what you want me to say. Positive affirmations.
You can do no, you don't have to do an affirmation. You can do a quote or a scripture or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just lean not on your own understanding. Be open, Like don't ever assume you're the smartest person in the room.
Yeah. All right, my loves. Thank you so much for watching the Carter Love Talk Show. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you can notify every time I post a video. As always, remember that you are worthy, 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 worthy always. You're worthy of utilizing your voice, not just to advocate for others, but to advocate for yourself as well. You're worthy of exiting survival mode because, baby, you are an overcomer. You are worthy of taking on that and accepting that and walking in that. You are worthy of leaving any situation that does not serve you, baby.
Yes.
You are worthy of unconditional self-care and unconditional self-love. Until next time, my love. Bye-bye.